Hello and welcome to our discussion of the case study Taco Bell Incorporated 1983 to 1994. John Martin is the president and CEO of Taco Bell. He joined in 1983. Taco Bell is a chain of Mexican fast food restaurants with an appropriate logo, a man sleeping under a sombrero. John Martin had made a career in the fast food industry. He was ex-president of La Petite Boulangerie, Hardee's Food Systems and Burger Chef. Martin believed he could wake the man under the sombrero, that is, bring the true potential of Taco Bell. Pepsi Corporation was the parent company of Taco Bell. The question remained whether Martin would be able to make Taco Bell such a company that Pepsi Corporation wanted. The biggest problem of Taco Bell was that Taco Bell didn't know what they were. They thought maybe they were in the Mexican food business, but in reality they were in the fast food business. By not understanding who they were, who their potential customer was, Taco Bell was unable to achieve the results they wanted. The fast food market had grown substantially during the 1960s and 1970s. The fast food market was showing signs of maturing by the early 1980s. Competition had become more intense as industry participants fought aggressively for every point of market share. In 1982, Taco Bell revenue was $700 million. Taco Bell was a fast food chain and had 1,489 restaurants, 60% of which were franchised units. The company had 40% of the Mexican fast food market, but a negligible market share of total fast food. In the early 1980s, production at Taco Bell was labor-intensive and used low levels of technology. Suppliers delivered fresh, raw food to each restaurant several times a week. Managers and crew members used their time before opening and during breaks to clean and prepare ingredients for menu items. Assembly occurred when customers ordered. Because corporate headquarters stressed food control and customer demand was difficult to predict. There were often shortages of prepared raw ingredients, which resulted in significant delays for customers. Cooking was also done on-site. Variations in who was cooking and the sometimes frenetic pace often led to inconsistent spicing and stirring. As a result, taste and food quality could vary dramatically even within an individual restaurant. Areas dedicated to food preparation and cooking took up about 70% of the floor plan in a typical Taco Bell restaurant. 50% of some competitors' sales were delivered out of drive-through windows. By early 1980s, Taco Bell had no drive-through windows. The food assembly line in the kitchen was parallel to and directly behind the customer service area. Customers waiting placed their orders and received their food, could see the backsides of crew members assembling customer orders. Cashiers took orders and wrote them manually on a plastic board. After the production crew read and filled the orders, cashiers erased existing orders and moved to the next customer. This system resulted in frequent fulfillment errors. Within the restaurants, restaurant managers called RMs, assistant restaurant managers called ARMs, and shift supervisors were directly involved in Taco Bell day-to-day operations. All the staff members participated in the following daily activities. 1. Receiving fresh food shipments each week. 2. Overseeing food preparation throughout the day. 3. Ensuring customer service. 4. Overseeing cleanup. 5. And lending a hand when necessary, particularly during mealtime rush hours. Restaurant managers also faced the time-consuming task of manually developing work crew schedules. It was a difficult task considering the annual turnover rate at Taco Bell was 220%. Taco Bell's manual systems were also used for placing orders and performing other administrative tasks. These manual systems led to significant oversights and errors, provided no data for management analysis, and forced employees to spend a great deal of time in repetitive, paper-intensive, non-value-added tasks. Restaurant managers reported directly to district managers called DMs. District managers often played the role of policemen. They pointed out problems in restaurants and ensured that corporate standards were maintained. They regularly performed white-glove inspections of the physical restaurants and audits of the financial books. District managers spent almost no time coaching or developing their restaurant managers. The actions of district managers often resulted in hostile relationships with their restaurant managers. Starting in 1983, John Martin began a series of changes in the Taco Bell organization. These changes were designed to change the company's mindset and enhance organizational capabilities for pursuing a strategy to compete with the major fast food chains. The first thing Martin did was to modernize Taco Bell's physical units. These changes in physical units included 1. Remodeling the restaurants. 2. Increasing seating capacity. 3. Adding drive-through windows. 4. Installing new signs. 5. And outfitting employees in more contemporary uniforms. Taco Bell also added new menu items, including nachos, taco salad, Mexican pizza, double beef burrito supreme, seafood salad, and soft-shell tacos. In addition, Martin accelerated the company's growth, averaging 249 new stores per year from 1983 to 1988. This expansion also extended Taco Bell's geographic presence into the Midwest, Southeast, and Northeast regions of the country. Taco Bell replaced its old 1,600 square foot Mission-style restaurants with more modern 2,000 square foot restaurants. During the same period, the parallel food assembly line was replaced by a double assembly line perpendicular to the customer service area. Taco Bell also started installing drive-through windows. This change improved product flow, increased capacity, and made serving easier in the drive-through windows. Taco Bell started using electronic point-of-sale systems for taking orders. These electronic point-of-sale systems linked to television monitors over the food assembly line. These monitors indicated what had been ordered. The new electronic system allowed the company to track sales, product mix and inventory much more closely. Training and development were also improved in the mid-1980s. Training for district managers, however, was not significantly changed. Taco Bell made sure each manager had memorized how to make every product and the appropriate weights for every product. The Mexican segment of upscale restaurants, fast food, and supermarket food sales grew substantially during the 1980s. There was an ongoing battle for market share in the maturing fast food industry. In such scenario, Taco Bell and its competitors began to introduce new products to attract customers. Some incremental business was generated by this strategy. However, the new products also had a negative effect on kitchen efficiency, which influenced both costs and quality of service. The introduction of fajitas, for example, required new grills and exhaust systems costing Taco Bell $30 million. Martin did not want Taco Bell to compete head-on with the big players who had well-established, entrenched brands. Rather, Martin wanted Taco Bell to change its business. In his point of view, Taco Bell was not in the business of making food but in the business of feeding people. Recognizing the industry's margin squeeze, Martin developed a new, more holistic business strategy focused on customer value. In 1987, Taco Bell was in a process of determining how to define value. Martin commissioned a study to better understand what Taco Bell's best customers wanted from a fast food restaurant. This was followed by another study in early 1989. The result of these two studies confirmed that customers wanted fast food fast. Fast food orders accurate. Fast food served in a restaurant that was clean. And fast food at the appropriate temperature. It was now clear to the Taco Bell that a commitment to customer value would require a fundamental change in management thinking. Now, Taco Bell would have to view quality and price as compatible trade-offs. Based on this new information, in early 1988, Taco Bell adopted a strategy of value pricing, see Exhibit 3. Taco Bell fully recognized that in order to dramatically lower prices while preserving quality, it would also have to dramatically reduce costs. To achieve these seemingly incompatible goals, Martin realized that a radical redefinition of the business was needed at Taco Bell. One of the most far-reaching changes implemented at Taco Bell during the late 1980s was an initiative called K-. With K-, standing for Kitchen Minus, the restaurant kitchen became a heating and assembly unit. Virtually all chopping, cooking, and associated cleanup was transferred to corporate headquarters. All food products arrived at the restaurant prepared, packaged and ready for use in assembling menu items. With this bold move, Taco Bell inverted the space configuration of their typical restaurant. The 70% kitchen 30% customer service ratio was changed to 30% kitchen 70% customer service. This K- initiative resulted in dramatic improvements in efficiency, much tighter control of the quality and consistency of food, greatly expanded seating capacity within the restaurants, and provided space to expand drive-through. Real estate expenses in proportion to sales were reduced and aggregate labor costs were also reduced. To meet customers' demand for speed and quality, Taco Bell also instituted its Speed of Service (SOS) program. The Speed of Service initiative redesigned processes further and developed specific measures of performance. Recipes were reformulated and heated holding areas were developed. By 1990, Taco Bell restaurants were able to pre-assemble and hold 60% of their most popular menu items ready for immediate sale for up to 10 minutes. These additional changes increased peak hour transaction capacity by 54%, and reduced customer waiting times by 71%. The reconfiguring operations helped cut costs and increase speed of delivery. Taco Bell also transformed the roles of its managers. The position of restaurant manager was changed to restaurant general manager, RGM. Restaurant general managers were given decision-making responsibility and accountability for their restaurant, developing staff and managing profit and loss. Taco Bell though that its restaurants could operate by themselves because there's no rocket science in a fast food restaurant. However, the difficult thing was that there were 1,500 things going on at the same time. The typical top-down command and control structure of the restaurant was not able to deal with those things under any circumstances. Taco Bell knew they needed a whole new people system where people will have to do new things. To develop this new system, Taco Bell will have to give training to its employees, change compensation, and change the way they manage people. During a 2 to 3 year time period, Taco Bell analyzed the caliber of their original restaurant general managers. Taco Bell estimated that 2/3 of their existing restaurant general managers would be able to do what Taco Bell was trying to do at the restaurant level. To fill the new RGM role, Taco Bell began looking for people. The skills and potential required for the role of restaurant general manager was different than the old restaurant manager's role. Selected employees were given training on leadership, operating management, operational policies and procedures, coaching, managing conflict, restaurant communication systems, creative problem solving and decision making, and implementing change. The district manager's role at Taco Bell also changed under the new strategy. The title of district manager was changed to marketing manager. Their spans of control increased from 6 restaurants to 12. By 1991, the span of control for marketing managers was expanded to 20 restaurants. With such large span of control, the marketing managers were virtually forced to begin managing by exception and to change from policeman to coach. Many of the former district managers could not make the transition. To fill the vacancies of marketing manager, Taco Bell started looking for talent outside the fast food industry. Taco Bell was convinced they could teach these new general managers about the industry. Therefore, Taco Bell sought candidates with leadership and management skills who could coach and develop restaurant general managers while also building the business in their area. Taco Bell knew that changing compensation and non-monetary reward systems was critical to transform middle management roles at Taco Bell. The existing compensation at Taco Bell was standard in the fast food industry. As such, unhappy Taco Bell managers had no commitment or sense of ownership to the company. Taco Bell increased the average base salary, target incentive bonus, and non-monetary compensation for the new restaurant general managers. Their careers paths were redesigned. For example, the restaurant general manager was no longer limited to managing a single restaurant. They were able to expand their job and increase their pay by opening new points of distribution and building business through new channels. Market manager compensation was also redesigned to attract more highly skilled individuals and to create incentives that would keep them challenged. There were two potential career moves for market managers. 1. Expanding their current job by growing the Taco Bell business in their area. 2. Assuming a new position within the expanding Taco Bell business. To support the job expansion career approach, Taco Bell created a very broad salary range for marketing managers. Taco Bell was in a position where it could achieve significant profit and growth if things ran smoothly. At the same time, the situation could be a disaster if company standards were not maintained. Taco Bell had removed layers of management and increased frequency of supervision of restaurants. Taco Bell also implemented new controls or safety nets to ensure adherence to the company policies and value systems. There were three primary safety nets. 1. A toll-free telephone number was installed for customers to comment on Taco Bell's restaurants, food and service. Calls were answered by an external vendor that recorded comments and forwarded them to the relevant operations area. 2. Mystery shopping was a second safety net. A mystery shopping service regularly sent individuals to rate restaurants on specific quality issues, and these reports were used in calculating bonuses for restaurant managers. 3. Marketing surveys, also known as the Customer Intercept Program, were conducted by teams of Taco Bell employees who would arrive unannounced at a restaurant and spend the day asking customers to fill out brief questionnaires about their Taco Bell experience. The data was used in determining the market manager's bonus and to better understand how the chain was viewed in a particular geographic market. Taco Bell's managers needed an information and communication system that would make it possible to perform in their new roles. In 1988, a TMUS project was initiated that would provide a personal computer in every store linked to a local POS system, to the marketing managers and to corporate headquarters. This TMUS system was called TACO, Total Automation of Company Operations. TACO provided the infrastructure, information and analytical tools needed to support new management roles. TACO reduced operational paperwork for restaurant general managers by at least 10 hours a week. TACO provided restaurant general managers with reports on food costs, labor costs, inventory, perishable items, and period-to-date costs, all with variances. TACO also had functions that helped restaurant general managers with labor scheduling and service operations planning. The restaurant general managers now had more information than ever. The new system really empowered restaurant general managers by providing tools to take care of problems without someone saying, "You've got a problem." The information needs of marketing managers were also supported by the system. The new system provided marketing managers with daily, weekly and monthly reports on store operations in their district. TACO also tracked sales for senior management by downloading the information from store registers to a central computer. This eliminated several accounting positions at corporate headquarters. Finally, TACO had a communications function that was critical for coordinating interactions between marketing managers and store managers. Previously, marketing managers either had to mail information, visit or call store managers. Taco gave marketing managers an electronic mail system that provided another way to communicate with restaurant general managers. From 1988 to 1994, the fast food industry was stuck in a recession and achieved only single-digit growth. Taco Bell, with its new strategy and organizational changes, Taco Bell had more than doubled its sales and tripled its profits. Customer satisfaction had also increased. For Martin, this was still not enough. By late 1991, Martin had reformulated the firm's future strategy. Under this new strategy, Taco Bell would create and dominate the convenience food business. The convenience food business reached out to customers anytime and any place they were hungry. John Martin's goal for Taco Bell was to evolve into a $25 billion food retailer with a worldwide distribution system of over 200,000 POAs by the year 2000. To reach this aggressive goal, Taco Bell would have to expand beyond fast foods. To support this new strategy, Taco Bell began a string of acquisitions. By 1994, Taco Bell had acquired 3 restaurant brands: Taco Bell, Hot and Now, and Chevis Mexican restaurants. In addition, Taco Bell expanded its signature brand of retail products through Taco Bell New Concepts, Taco Bell Supermarket Retail, and Taco Bell International. See Appendix A for a summary of the Taco Bell brand in 1994. Keeping in view the expansion of the business, Martin used lessons learned in K- to enable efficient management across multiple brands, channels, and markets. Taco Bell did not have multiple layers of infrastructure. Rather, the company developed a concept called shared resources. Under this concept, managers identified the infrastructure requirements for the new lines of business. The managers then met together to identify how they could capitalize on the strengths of Taco Bell's existing infrastructure or infrastructure that was available elsewhere in Pepsi Corporation. For example, the Frito-Lay marketing, sales and distribution infrastructure could be used to support the Taco Bell line of retail products. To ensure future success, Taco Bell needed to move beyond changing its structure, roles and processes. Taco Bell also needed to change its culture and embrace continuous, yet intelligent, change. Survival and success of Taco Bell in the future would depend upon learning faster than the competition. Learning organizations are able to capture, share and take action on information better and faster than the competitor. Taco Bell believed the benefits of creating such an organization would include 1. Increased individual awareness and collective organizational IQ. 2. Greater organizational flexibility and speed of response. 3. Institutionalization of employee self-sufficiency and innovation. 4. And increased individual and team productivity. To adopt this self-sufficient learning model, Taco Bell needed further refinement of its organizational design. Taco Bell pursued a number of initiatives to create and support this new learning culture. By 1993, Taco Bell had rapidly expanded through its carts, kiosks, vans, and Taco Bell Express units. To support such rapid expansion, Taco Bell continued to increase its managers' spans of responsibility. An integral part of increasing managers' spans of responsibility was the development of team-managed units, TMUs. Team-managed units were teams of crew members sufficiently trained to manage a store without a full-time on-site manager. By the end of 1993, there were team-managed units in 90% of the company-owned restaurant location stores. Team-managed units permitted general managers, GMs, to manage multiple point of access. The use of team-managed units forced general managers to become coaches and trainers. General managers worked with their crews to help them broaden their jobs and accept new levels of responsibility. Implementing team-managed units also helped create a culture of interdependence and information sharing among crews and management. This culture would be essential to creating both self-sufficient crew-run stores and a learning organization. Taco Bell compensated crew members for assuming additional responsibilities. Similarly, Compensation system for general managers was changed as well. Initial implementation of the taco system had provided restaurant managers with information about store operations. In the new environment, the focus was to provide the same information to the crew members actually running the stores. To make information useful to team-managed units, Taco Bell introduced Taco 2. Taco 2 was a new, more user-friendly computer system designed to provide crew members with the information they needed to make decisions and take action. The team-based culture and the new technology system were essential for supporting an empowered organization. Crew members felt more empowered. New systems was much better because crew members knew more about what restaurant used daily. Development of an intellectual network was another critical initiative for Taco Bell. This network was intended to be an online communications system. This network allowed every Taco Bell employee to disseminate information, ask questions, get answers and perform their jobs better. This network would use shared databases to include best practices information on a wide variety of subjects. The network would also use expert systems such as the company's contract authoring system. Senior management of Taco Bell used Taco 2 to delegate greater authority, while still maintaining necessary control in areas of high risk. In this way, Taco 2 extended the concept of safety nets from measurement of customer satisfaction to include control of operations. Taco Bell expected the intellectual network to facilitate knowledge transfer and communication without increasing bureaucracy. Taco Bell also extended its email systems and installed voicemail and computer conferencing. Taco Bell managers noted that voicemail quickly became a key component of the communication infrastructure. To make sure company would continue to innovate in the future, Taco Bell also took few initiatives. For example, the company developed the Restaurant of the Future testing site near its corporate headquarters. On this testing site, new innovations could be developed and tested. In 1994, there were several innovations being tested at this site. One example of such innovations was an automated taco assembler capable of making 900 tacos per hour without human assistance. Martin believed that one must not wait for something to be broken in order to fix it. John Martin wanted Taco Bell to become an organization that provides value, extraordinary convenience and accessibility, and unparalleled customer satisfaction. Despite all achievements of Taco Bell, Martin believed that the best still lies ahead. His vision for Taco Bell was broader than just a fast food restaurant. He believed that by empowering people to take greater ownership, Taco Bell can not only deliver value to its customers, but we also provide greater value to its employees. Is Taco Bell positioned to be able to achieve its vision of growing to $25 billion in sales and 200,000 POAs? Were the actions to date sufficient to take them there? Only time would tell. Following are the assignment questions of this case study. 1. Critically analyze the actions taken by Taco Bell between 1983 and 1994. 2. Given the speed and magnitude of change, why didn't Taco Bell go out of control? 3. Can Taco Bell's major competitors copy the Taco Bell strategy? Why or why not? 4. Is Taco Bell positioned to achieve its goals? What advice would you have given John Martin in 1994?